This Tarkov wipe is good. Yeah, I said it. It's solid. And I can already see the comments now. Oh, but performance is bad. Customs runs like crap. Arena sync is still bad. Shut up. It's time we stop complaining about things that are out of our control and just stop to realize how good this wipe actually is. And the first thing I want to highlight is the audio. Now, we're still early into this patch, so I may be speaking too soon on this topic. But as of right now, the audio to me feels better than it has in years. Are there still issues? Yes. But as a whole, I've noticed a major difference in how good the audio is now. When someone's close to me, I can pinpoint their location pretty well. Also, shooting inside buildings sounds cool again. Footstep audio for the most part just feels really solid. When it comes to the audio, the only issue I've had is one labs raid where my audio completely disappeared and left the chat. Like, there was nothing. I was running around, couldn't hear anything, dead silent. It's like I just took my headset off. I had to Alt F4 and come back in, but other than that, that's the only audio issue I've had. I've seen people saying that the silent crouch walking is back in the game, and that is just not true. Gigabeef just made an excellent video covering the changes to headsets and audio in general, and that will help explain why crab walking is not back. TLDR, BSG changed up the headset hearing distance. Now, all of this is just my own experience, so feel free to leave yours down in the comments below. I'd love to hear about it. The next thing I want to talk about is the early wipe progression, and man, did we get a couple of changes that really helped to slow it down. I said recently in a video that early wipe progression was just way too fast. You grind out for a day, maybe 2 days, and you have flea market, and very shortly after, it feels like the early wipe is over. Now, BSG has locked the flea market for 2 weeks, so to me, this entire first week of wipe so far has literally felt like wipe day. Every day has felt like wipe day, and we all love wipe day. The Timmy fights, the scarcity of loot and gear, it just comes together for such a unique Tarkov experience, and now that the flea is locked for 2 weeks, we get that experience for even longer, and I love it. Don't get me wrong, a lot of people are upset about it, but I think it is such a good change and such a refreshing change that it makes this wipe feel totally different. Along with the flea lock, we also got a major change to the hideout, and this one affects me greatly. You guys all know how much I love the hideout and how much I love abusing it to make money throughout the wipe. Now, instead of unlocking the flea and just buying hideout items needed to upgrade your stations, all of those items have to be found in raid now, which means if you've been in raid looting and let's say you've got 2 or 3 items needed to upgrade your hideout, the risk to reward factor has gone up significantly, making you value your life and your survival much more. I know a lot of you are upset about this change because it just makes the game even more grindy, and I get that, but remember what makes this game so special in the first place. That feeling of finding an item that you really need and being absolutely terrified of dying and losing it. Think about that anxiety you get when you've got a found in raid LEDX that you need for your thick case quest. Now you get that same feeling twice because you need another for Med Station 3. The flea change and the hideout change come together to form the perfect recipe for early wipe longevity, and the hideout change will make it so that we have even more to do as the wipe progresses. I know a lot of the casual players will be upset about this, but that's okay. To be honest with you, this is not a casual game, and you guys just got to accept that. I am probably gonna get so much heat for that take. Anyways, next up, let's talk about customs. The map got a rework, and yes, I know some of you are struggling with performance on it, but can we just stop and appreciate that we now have a cut through from skeleton to factory shortcut? Holy shit. When I found this, I about fell out my chair because I was so happy. On top of that, a lot of the buildings got opened up in the industrial area by Fortress. I've had a blast just exploring these buildings, and I have to say that the amount of loot you can get out of them is actually pretty solid. They added a new flare extract over by Fortress, which is something that I didn't know we needed until we had it. And of course, they've changed things here and there all around the map, and overall, it just feels super nice. It feels like we got a new map without the struggle of having to learn a new map. You know what I'm saying? Oh, by the way, so the new area over by Smuggler's Boat, have you guys figured anything out about that? Like where you go out into past the wall and there's like the bus in the little open area or whatever? It seems oddly specific that you can't go any further past the bus, but those houses and stuff are out there. You know what I'm saying? You guys get what I'm saying? Maybe this is something for the future. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Overall, though, I am loving customs. The map feels full of life in terms of design, and I think it was definitely needed. What do you guys think? Honorable mention here, the USEC Deadly Frog apparel in the store. Holy fucking drip, dude. Now, let's talk about some of the more smaller changes, like continuous healing. If you guys didn't know, there's a setting that you can change in your settings, of course, that allows you to use continuous healing by just using your normal keybind instead of having to use the scroll wheel like it is default. Continuous healing is one of those quality of life features where you're just like, man, I don't see how I played this game without it. It is so good. Now I can just hit my heal keybind one time and watch a couple of TikToks while my PMC heals 7 body parts all by himself like a big boy. Okay, jokes aside, I can honestly say that we probably have Arena Breakout to thank for this one. Insane feature. Oh, you thought that was a good feature? What about the fact that you can now visit your friend's hideout? On the surface, this doesn't really seem like a big deal, but you can use things inside your friend's hideouts, like the shooting range or the gym. So if your buddy's already grinded out the hideout to get the gym, you could just go in his hideout and use it. Like, it's that easy. So if you want access to my hideout, because I will be grinding it out, feel free to join the Discord, which is linked below in the description, and let me know if you sent me a friend request. As of right now, you guys are welcome to my shooting range. That's all I have. I don't have the gym yet. I'm sorry. I don't play this game 12 hours a day. And speaking of grinding the hideout, I'm going to be dropping a loot run guide soon that shows you the best way to get your hideout items fast and efficiently. So hit that subscribe button so you don't miss it. Another honorable mention here is the USEC winter clothes. Holy fucking even more drip, dude. But like, why aren't the pants white, you know? Speaking of the hideout, how about the fact that we can customize it now? Not only can you change the walls, floors, and ceilings, you can also hang up posters and display valuable items around the hideout. I know a lot of you probably don't care, but I think it's sick. And that sort of leads us into the prestige system that was implemented. Now, yes, it is a bit of a grind, but the rewards you get from it is actually pretty cool. You guys click the prestige tab at the top up in your inventory area. You can click on first prestige and second prestige and see all of the items that you get. I personally really want the luxurious walls and floors for my hideout. I think super Chad vibes, you know what I'm saying? But on top of that, it gives us something else to do later on in the wipe. For those of us who felt like end wipe was really boring, this is a great solution if you like to grind. I don't know about you guys, but I will definitely be going for prestige. Another quick honorable mention here is the recoil rework isn't actually that bad. It's honestly not really even a rework. It's just a visual change, but I guess I like it because I didn't even notice it. So finally, the last thing I want to talk about is the scavs. While I do really like their new behavior where they like charge you or they use like suppressive fire on you, I gotta say they have been running my pockets like bad. I've been absolutely folded by scavs 3 times now. All insta one taps from crazy distances or through an object where I can't even see them. Bro, dude, these scavs are out of fucking control, dude. What the fuck is that? The scav rework is cool, but they gotta calm the fuck down, dude. There's no reason I should be getting head eyes one tap by a scav from over 70 meters away who did a 360 no scope on my dumbass. It just makes no sense, you know what I'm saying? But that's everything I gotta say about the wipe so far. Overall, I'm loving it and having an absolute blast. A lot of the complaints I had about the game recently have been fixed or changed, and for that, I am thankful. Maybe I'll do another one of these videos a couple months from now and see how things are holding up. Who knows? Anyways, that's gonna do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and by the way, go fucking follow me on Twitch. We're not even at 1,000 followers on Twitch, and there's almost 11,000 of you subscribed here on YouTube. So do me a favor and go hit that follow button. It's in the description. All right, for real this time, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one.